Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sunday Supper Club episode number 2 with your host Johnny Guitar Morgan and my man
Theo, Surf Rider Wiles.
If you missed the last episode, you missed a really good one. It was the first episode and we shared New Orleans style barbecue shrimp and Theo had it for the absolute first time. What'd you think, Theo?
Out of this world. Fantastic.
And
Fabuloso.
What'd you do wrong?
Well, I know this whole Sunday Supper Club is about creating recipes and sharing them.
That's right, Theo.
Unfortunately, I forgot the sharing part. It was so good, John. I know, after my second plate, I didn't leave enough to share. But, like my dad told me one time, let your mistakes refine you, not define you. So
I really like that. That is absolutely great. So it was great. You have to try it for yourself. Theo's going to be able to make it now. But we want to make sure that we thank our subscribers. We've already got a ton of subscribers coming in, a lot of views, some really great feedback. And we do really appreciate that, most importantly. But we need you to try it, right? Try it. Make it at home. Share it with your family and friends. That's what this is all about. Having a little fun and spreading the joy. And Theo is not going to make that mistake twice. I can promise you that.
No.
So, with that said, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news for you, Theo. Which would you prefer first?
Good news and bad news?
Good news and bad news.
Let's take care of the bad news first.
Okay, that's always the best way to go.
Yeah.
And it's not even that bad.
Okay.
So the bad news is you're doing it all tonight. That's right.
Okay.
All right. And the good news is that you're going to get to take a ton of it home and share it with your family and friends, which I know are coming into town tomorrow for the holidays.
Yes.
So I'm really excited about you sharing something that you actually made.
All right.
And you're going to share it with them over the holidays, make some great memories, and that's what this is all about. But first and foremost, we got to do a couple of things. First, set ourselves up for success.
I remember that.
Which we've already done, right?
Yes,
so that's great. It's not too messy of a recipe, so I don't think we need to cover up this time.
Okay.
But there's one thing you absolutely need to do.
What's that?
Wash your hands.
Oh, okay. Let's get it.
All right, man. Your hands are washed.
You
are ready to rock, so you're stepping into the chef zone, baby.
Ooh.
All right, buddy. First things first, don't forget you got to turn on the oven. So hit the bake. It's already at 350, so just hit that button there. That's rocking. All right, so first things first, you're going to take 2 actual full sticks of butter and plop them into there, buddy.
Okay.
One at a time. All right, so from there, you're going to take 2 cups of flour and plop it right into there. So 2 full cups. And don't worry about making any messes. They're easy to clean up afterwards. Yeah, that's good. Just dump that whole thing in there. All right, then you're going to do 1 cup of the powdered sugar.
Okay.
So do that right over the bowl. You'll be good to go. Now just, you can pour it actually.
Pour it?
Yeah. Take that out, and then you can just pour it over there, like from the side. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Yeah, it's okay if you get a little extra.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, put that aside now. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this knife, and you're going to literally just start chopping that butter up like that. And you're going to chop it till it gets really fine, and then just, mix it around. Keep chopping it. You're going to get it down to where it's really fine. So just start it chopping.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
I'll be chopping.
All right. That is looking pretty good. You can show the audience kind of how that looks. You want to make sure the butter is chopped down to pretty small pieces. Everything's mixed real nicely, right?
Okay.
Okay, next step is we're going to grab those 2 pans over there. And you remember how I told you guys, you don't need a fancy kitchen, you don't need fancy pans, and you certainly don't need fancy pants. So these pans I think I've had for 30 plus years. As you can see, they're a wreck. The kitchen is not fancy. None of the stuff we're using is fancy. That doesn't matter. You can cook quality food with any type of old pans you have. So there's no excuses to not be able to do it. So I'm going to show you kind of the best way to do this. Since we're doing a double batch here, we're going to be splitting it up evenly into these pans. So what I do is I'll put some out like that. I'll put some more out like that, and then I'll spread it like that to make sure that we're going to be able to get, you know, pretty even coverage, right? Because you don't want to have one that has a huge crust and one that doesn't have a decent crust. You want to try to even that out as much as possible. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect at all. This is actually just the crust part. Oven is ready. Perfect timing. So
It's looking pretty even.
yeah,
Nice.
exactly. And so we do that. We make sure it looks all good.
Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah.
Man, that's perfect, huh? Wow, I don't know how you did that.
All right, now what you're going to do is take any rings off you have. My hands are also clean. And you're going to take that and you're going to just start moving it so that it really spreads it out to be kind of perfectly flat across the whole thing. So you can play with it. It's not rocket science or anything. But you do want to make sure you get stuff to the corners, and kind of then once you get it to where it's kind of, you know, spread evenly, then you want to go ahead and start pushing it down a little bit harder, you know, not overly hard, but kind of evening the whole thing out so that it is pretty flat across the whole thing. All right, that looks great. All right, we're going to pop that in the oven.
Right now.
Yep, so go ahead and open it. Don't put your head in it like I always do. All your hair will be gone. Oh, it's already gone. My bad. Go down.
All the way?
Yeah, all the way down.
All right.
Put the other one next to it.
Hey, everybody.
All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to start a timer for 14 minutes.
Okay. It's my lucky number.
Yeah, and this is not supposed to be brown.
Okay.
So people think, oh, I need to brown this. This one you actually don't want it brown. So I do 14 minutes instead of 15. It's supposed to be 15 minutes, and I check it just to see how it's doing. So let's rinse our hands off real quick. All right, now we're going to get started with the filling. And you can see, even as I say, make sure you got everything out. Always forget something, right? So we need 4 eggs. So we're going to crack those right in there.
Okay.
Just pull inside and crack them open. Make sure you don't get any shells in there.
We're not making crunchy lemon bars?
Nope.
Okay.
Not crunchy. Yep. That need to be pretty. Not because little sunny side up eggs. Crack that last one. All right.
Shell check.
Now, we're good to go. Let's rinse those fingers off again. Now, what we want to do with those eggs is we want to mix them slightly.
Okay.
So like you're making an omelet, you know, you just want to kind of do like that and just mix them slightly. Not fully, but slightly. Slightly mixed. Yeah, that's perfect.
Good.
That's good.
All right.
All right, so you can leave that in there.
Okay.
All right, so now we've got 4 eggs. We need a teaspoon of baking powder. So you've got your teaspoon here. Baking powder's there.
Okay.
Put a full teaspoon. Perfect.
Papa!
All right. Then we need 2 cups of sugar. So I know people are thinking, my God, what are they making? This is out of control. But now we need sugar. So 2 full cups of sugar. Dump it right up in there. So do 1. Do 2.
It's okay?
Yep. That's perfect.
Oh, I'm making some sweet tea.
All right, then we're going to do 4 tablespoons of flour in there.
Okay. Just flatten it off.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
Just 4 is good. Yeah, that's the thing, is a lot of people think, you know, no perfect measurements. Approximate is good. It's going to come out great regardless. All right, now, did we tell you what we're making? We're making lemon bars, by the way, and that's for the holidays. So now we get to the lemony part, okay? We have a grater. You want to get yourself one of these small ones, or use the small side of a grater, and you're literally just going to start doing this and getting all the lemon rind from both lemons. So I'm going to get all of this in there.
Kind of like our shirts.
Yeah, exactly like our shirts. And what's great is while you're doing this, the crust is cooking, and it's almost about the same amount of time that it takes. You have a little bit of extra time if you do it, you know, quickly. But at the end of the day, it's kind of really nice that you just go from one thing to the next, and the next thing you know, you're done and putting it in the oven, and then it's just got to cook. All right, so I did the first one. You do the second.
Okay. Is this the zesty?
That's the zest. Got to put the zest. Get a good grip on that thing. But be careful. One thing that's really annoying, if you scratch yourself and then get the lemon juice in there. It doesn't feel great, so don't do that. That's good.
Follow your lead.
All right, so what I always do too is I scrape it off of there.
There you
get
go.
all of that in there, because that is important. All right, next thing we're going to do is going to take that knife and we're going to cut those in half.
Sure.
And then you're going to squeeze them into there, each one, as much as juice as you can get. Those are pretty juicy ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
big
perfect.
time.
Yeah, squeeze all that juice out of there. And by the way, it's 2 lemons. One thing that I forgot to mention last time is all the ingredients and all the things you need to make it are going to be in the description of the show. I didn't have that at the beginning when we first launched the last episode. I've updated it since, so you can get everything ready and set yourself up for success, like I always talk about. And like I said, each of these items that you need, the measures, everything will be in the description of the show, so you can set yourself up for success. We're about 7 minutes away from the crust being pretty much done.
Halfway there.
Yep. So we got a little bit of time to finish this part up.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Squeeze that last bit in there.
Take me back to trying to sell some lemonade out by the corner.
Exactly.
Why is that car driving by not buying my lemonade?
All right, so you did all the lemon juice. Now we want to pour the lemon juice in here, but you want to make sure you don't get any seeds in there. So we're just going to take those out.
Again.
And then just do it.
Crunchy lemon bars.
Yeah, and just do it slowly, and that way you can see, and you'll see there's a couple more at the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
But you can put a blockade on those bad boys and put it in there. All right, so now you're just going to take this and just stir it up. Get it all like that from the sides and just stir that whole thing up.
All right. You got some Bob Marley to play while I'm doing
Could just be love.
Stir it up.
Stir it up.
That's right.
Little darling.
Stir it up.
All right. Keep on spinning that up. Don't forget anything. The people. Yeah, he's a every day. All right. You're doing good. You ready? One last thing. So you're stirring that up good, and then come off the side, get the extra flour off the sides, so you get that all nice and stirred up completely. Now we're going to stir it up one more time before we actually pour it into the baking thing. So I just want to make sure the flour is checked up good. All right, so that's pretty much done. So now we just got to wait for 3 minutes for that to be done. All right, the timer just went off, so it's been 14 minutes. Let's take a look in the oven. Don't put your head in there.
Brown eyebrows on.
Just see what that looks like. Okay, you can see it's starting to get brown, so we need to get those out.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want it brown, so go ahead. All right, those look good. Maybe a little more brown than we would like, but no big deal. Right, so now that part is ready. Let me hit that because it's hot. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these two and we're going to put them here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mix this up a little bit more.
Correct.
Just make sure it's all mixed good. And then just like we did with the crust, we want to make sure that you split this as evenly as possible.
Okay.
So same idea. Pour a good amount in there. Pour a good amount in this one. And then you're going to just kind of spread it out and just kind of see where you're at. All right, so you can see a little bit more over here. You want to make sure you spread it out as good as possible. And again, you can kind of tell, see that? How it's, that one looks pretty good. Spread it out, make sure it's everywhere. And we really want to get all of this out of here.
What were you looking for when you were mashing the pork through it like that?
What do you mean?
You said you were pushing the pork through.
Oh, because I'm trying to see how deep it is. Yeah, see, so how you can tell that both of those are pretty equidistant on both pans. All right, so now that's done. Yes. So now we're going to put this in the oven, 25 minutes. and then we'll be done. All right, so you put them back. Let me show you the first one because when you put them back, these pans are not perfect. So you want to kind of like move them a little bit when you put it in.
A little shake.
Yeah, just a little shake to kind of get it to balance out a little bit.
Okay.
So do the other one the same way. All right, shut her down. We're going to do a timer. We'll do 24 minutes again because we don't want this to be too brown either. So, all right, we're good to go. We've got a little break. While we got the break, let's clean up this mess. And that way, when we're done, we're going to have nothing left to do.
Sounds
so let's
good.
grab all this stuff.
Okay.
Dump it. Sink up. All right. Welcome back. We got about 0 seconds. Now we want to check it. Again, we don't want to have it too brown. So we're going to take a look at it. It's only been 24 minutes. It's supposed to cook 25, but I always like to check it and make sure that it's not browning too much. Let's do that.
You want it a little more gooey.
Yeah, don't stick your head in there again. Let's take a look.
Kind of like my eyebrows, the way
There
they
we
are.
go.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and take those out. Yeah, watch your leg there. Yeah. That's pretty. All right. I normally,
Show the people at home.
yeah, I normally brown them a little bit more, but let's show the people at home kind of where we're at. So you can brown them to like that. That's pretty light brown. If you like them a little bit more cooked, you can cook them longer, but that's good because it's also going to be uneven. This pan is not completely flat. So now all that's left to do is just to let it sit and cool down before we cut it open. So we're going to take another couple minutes and we'll see you on the other side. All right, we are back. We've given it about an hour to let the lemon bars cool down. You don't want to eat these warm or hot. So you want to wait till they fully cool down. So now they're cool. We're going to grab one of these. And the way you're going to cut it, Theo, is you literally just do like this all the way around. Okay? So all the way around, and then we're just going to cut one out here so you can give it a try. And then I use one of these to kind of take it out.
Moment of truth time, baby.
Because the most important thing is you don't want to screw up and not get the crust, right?
I
So you
love
see
crust.
I got all the crust there?
Yeah, nice.
Now, last thing, you don't need to get a special container for this. You can take a cup, and we did a nice holiday cup, and I hope you noticed all the nice decorations for Christmas. Holidays. All right, so you can just pour some powdered sugar into one of these.
Happy holiday.
Literally just take this aluminum foil that I already put out and just cover it like that. So you see, now you've got a little container. Then we're going to take a fork.
Or sugar shaker?
Pop some holes in that bad boy. And then we're just going to literally use it just like that. How about that?
Mm.
All right, Theo, you did it, my brother.
Taste tester extraordinaire.
Taste tester extraordinaire in the house.
Okay.
So go ahead and let's give that bad boy a try.
I'm appreciating the crust.
Is it as good as you remember?
Better, man.
Oh, man, awesome.
Oh my gosh, I'm going in again. Here's the problem. This is why I have a hard time saving.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking with my mouth full of food, slow down. Enjoy.
Absolutely. And what's amazing is that Theo literally did this whole thing himself, and he's going to be able to take a whole gigantic plate home, share it with his family, his friends, and that's what it's all about, is to spread this joy and the love of great food with everybody that you know. So, with that said, I want to make sure that you all subscribe, right? Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and most importantly, share it with your friends. This is the holiday season. What better gift can you give people than the ability to cook great meals, share with friends and family, and make some amazing memories. So again, we want to thank you all so much for joining us again for episode 2, Homemade Lemon Bars. Great job, Theo.
Thank you.
Let's go!